Imagine going to sleep with 40,000 Instagram followers, and waking up with 3 million. That's exactly what happened to a 40-year-old goalkeeper from a tiny island nation in the Atlantic Ocean, a man who just did what no one expected. He shut out Spain at the FIFA World Cup 2026. His name is Vozinha. And his story will give you goosebumps. Don't click away. What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little different, no Hollywood celebrities, no mansions, just one of the most heartwarming, jaw-dropping stories of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The whole world is talking about Vozinha, Cape Verde's 40-year-old goalkeeper who single-handedly held off Spain, one of the tournament favorites, in a stunning 0-0 draw. Let's break down who this man is, where he came from, and why the internet absolutely lost it over him. The match that changed everything. Let's set the scene. Cape Verde opened up their World Cup campaign against Spain, one of the favorites of the tournament, a side whose worst player on the bench held more value on the transfer market than Vozinha and his entire team combined. Everyone expected a Spain walkover. Cape Verde were just happy to be there. But then something incredible happened. Vozinha recorded 7 saves in Cape Verde's stunning 0-0 draw against Spain in Group H's opener, pulling off a string of leaping and diving saves late in the first half before making big stops in the second half as well, and as a result, Vozinha won Man of the Match. His heroics earned him the award after he pulled off saves to deny Ferran Torres, Pedri, and Aymeric Laporte. When the final whistle blew, Cape Verde's goalkeeper broke down in tears and was mobbed by his teammates. And honestly? Same. Even watching from home, the emotion was impossible to miss. This wasn't just a football result, this was a fairy tale. Who is Vozinha? The man behind the legend. So who exactly is this man? His full name is Josemar José Évora Dias, born on June 3, 1986, in Mindelo, Cape Verde, making him 40 years old and standing 6 foot 2 inches tall. And that nickname, Vozinha? The English translation is voice, perfectly apt for the 40-year-old leader. But the actual story behind it is even more touching. It came from his grandparents, whom he spent most of his time with growing up. His father was in the military and his mother was working hard to survive. The nickname is because of my grandparents. I never lived with my parents. When I was born, my father was in the military service and my mother had to work hard, so I always grew up with my grandparents, he told FIFA. And when he moved to Angola early in his career and found there was already another goalkeeper named Josemar, he made a decision: I am not going to put Josemar 2 on the shirt. If everyone knew me as Vozinha in Cape Verde, that's what I would be. The name stuck, and now the whole world knows it. A career built on patience. Here's what makes this story even more special: Vozinha didn't just arrive at the World Cup overnight. He made his debut for the national team 14 years ago and has racked up over 80 appearances for the Blue Sharks since then. He has featured in 4 Africa Cup of Nations tournaments, and yet this World Cup is his first. 14 years of service. 4 AFCON campaigns. And finally, at 40 years old, he got his shot at football's biggest stage. His club career took him from Batuk FC in Cape Verde all the way to Angola, Moldova, Portugal, Cyprus, and Slovakia, across AL Limassol where he logged 116 caps, AS Trenčín in Slovakia, and now Chaves in Liga Portugal too. He currently plays in the Portuguese second division with Chaves, not the Champions League, not the Premier League, the second tier of Portuguese football. And yet he just outperformed every goalkeeper Spain faced in recent memory. From 40k to 3 million overnight. Now let's talk about the viral moment that shook social media. Vozinha started the game against Spain with a little over 40,000 followers on Instagram. By the end of that same night, he had over 3 million supporters. 3 million in one day. That kind of overnight explosion is rare even for established celebrities. The clips of his saves, his tears at the final whistle, and his genuine emotional reaction after the game spread to every corner of the internet within hours. Very proud. It is an honor for me to represent my country, he told reporters after the match. No ego. No showboating. Just pure, genuine emotion from a man who waited 14 years for this moment. That authenticity is exactly why the world fell in love with him overnight. Cape Verde, the giant killing nation. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. Cape Verde is the third smallest nation to ever qualify for a FIFA World Cup. This is a small island archipelago in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of West Africa, a nation of fewer than 600,000 people, holding Spain to a 0-0 draw at the biggest tournament on Earth. Their next matches in Group H? Uruguay on June 21st, and Saudi Arabia on June 26. After this result, nobody, and we mean nobody, will be writing Cape Verde off anymore. Vozinha and his teammates have already made history. Whatever happens next, this World Cup will always remember the name Vozinha. From growing up with his grandparents on a tiny Atlantic island, to playing second-tier football in Portugal, to becoming the most talked-about goalkeeper on the planet overnight, Vozinha's story is proof that dedication, patience, and belief can take you further than money or fame ever could. This is the kind of story that reminds us why we love football. If this video gave you goosebumps, smash that like button right now, it really helps the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss our next video, and drop a comment, who's your favorite.